All right, B, so someone in your DMs had asked, they painted a picture, they told a story about a bad business partner that they ended up choosing.
Yeah.
And they've been in business with this person for a couple of years now, and they want to know, how do you reverse that? Like, how do you know, you've had a couple in the past, we're not going to name names, but you know, somebody watching this right now, how do they kind of reverse that, or how do they fix that decision of picking the wrong business partner?
Listen, no one should fault you for picking the wrong business partner, because kind of like a relationship, when two potential business partners meet up, everyone puts their best foot forward. Like, no one shows the crazy, right? Like, when you meet a chick at a gym, at a bar, at church, wherever, she doesn't show the crazy, and you don't show the jealous, you know, insecure side of you as a man. Most men, if they haven't done the self-work in a relationship, they'll be jealous and insecure. And most women, if they haven't done the work, they will be insecure and crazy, right? And so knowing that, everyone puts their best foot forward. And it isn't until like a marriage that the crazy and the insecure comes out, and then you're like, holy fuck, what do I do? Well, if this was in the context of a marriage and you're like, oh my God, the rest of my life is going to be hell, I made the wrong decision, you would part ways with that person, assuming that there's no change in that person. You can't speak to them, work with them, get marital counseling, relationship counseling, and get them to see that things aren't going to work the way they are reacting to things and freaking out. You're going to have to divorce that person. Well, the same philosophy applies to a business partnership. You know, let's say two people meet at a business conference and, oh my God, you do that? Oh my God, I'm in that industry. Holy shit, we should partner up. Dude, let's go break bread and have steak tonight. And conversations flowing, and oh my God, you got a dog, I got a dog. You're into trucks, I'm into trucks. Right? So we have things in common. This is a match made in heaven. And then you get into a business partnership, and then you realize this person doesn't follow through with everything. Turns out they have a bit of a track record of making promises that they can't keep, and their reputation is actually pretty tarnished in the industry. But you find all this out after you've created a company and a year or two have gone by, and you're like, oh my God, I have married or gone into business partnership with a loser. Then you have to have the conversation and be like, bro, here is the evidence why I don't think this partnership is going to work unless you change these things. If they are narcissistic, sociopathic, and they're like, there's nothing wrong with me, you're the problem, then I would go, all right, I'd like you to buy me out, or I'm going to sell my equity in the company, or I'm willing to shut the whole company down. Because nothing is worth your peace of mind. Nothing is worth your mental security. There's no amount of money that someone can give me to stay in a business partnership or a relationship that is not giving me peace of mind, that doesn't align with my sense of purpose and fulfillment in life. And so it is absolutely okay to erode a business partnership by either having them buy you out, by either dissolving the company completely, or selling your shares of the company outright. Or in fact, what I did when I started Fit Body Bootcamp, I had a business partner in it. Awesome dude, funniest guy that you'll ever meet, made me laugh on a daily basis, but also gave me high levels of stress and anxiety on a daily basis because he couldn't follow through with his part of the business like I would, and therefore our reputation as Fit Body Bootcamp back in 2011, 2012 was constantly being challenged. And so one day I had a conversation with him. I'm like, bro, these things need to change. And we didn't see eye to eye. And he's like, there's nothing to change. Everything's great with me. I'm like, well, then either I need to leave or you need to leave, or we need to figure out how to dissolve this partnership. I ended up buying him out in that scenario. And so it is imperative that you manage your reputation, that you manage your peace of mind, and that you do not be in a partnership with someone who is destructive to your reputation or to your financial situation, because at the end of the day, what's the fucking point? I'd rather go work at a job that's like toxic and know that at least when I clock out at 5 o'clock, I have peace of mind until 9 o'clock the next morning. And the weekends I have peace of mind. Like I would have more peace of mind working a 9 to 5 job that's toxic than having a business partner 24/7, 365 who I'm not aligned with. Hey guys, quick interruption to the Bedros Keuilian show. I took some time to go to the local juice stores here in town, and I bought all these different ginger, turmeric, and wellness shots. Now they range anywhere from $3.69 all the way to $4.05. And to be honest with you, they all suck. Why? Because because they do not have anywhere near the wonderful ingredients of the Keuilian Wellness Shot. First of all, to build your immune system and keep your immune system strong, Keuilian Wellness Shot is packed with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. And also to help you fight off inflammation, it is packed with turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And to keep you hydrated, Keuilian Wellness Shots have sodium, potassium, and magnesium. This is the ultimate morning supplement. Just take one packet, pour it in 4 ounces of water, and shoot it, and you're good to go. Best of all, $1.69 per packet instead of twice the price of those other inferior ones. I want you to get 50% off your first 30-day supply. So go to Keuilian.com, use my name Bedros, and you can get 50% off plus free shipping, a 30-day money-back guarantee, and $1 gets donated to Shriners Children's Hospital. Best of all, if you like the Keuilian Wellness Shots, and I know you will, like thousands of other people who are part of the Keuilian tribe, every month we'll send you a new supply at 20% off, free shipping. So go to Keuilian.com, use my name Bedros, and get your 50% discount code before it goes away. Back to the show.
So what about, because you can literally just swap out the word business partner and spouse. Like even one time you accidentally mistakenly said married instead of business. So it's like the same thing.
It's identical.
So okay. What about timing wise, as far as the timing of how quickly you get into, get into bed with this person, whether it's marriage, whether it's business partner? Because for marriage, you wouldn't ever tell someone, hey, you met this girl at the bar and yeah, you guys had a great conversation, you guys should get married. You wouldn't tell someone that typically, right? But for a business partner, you said all these cool things. We're both in the trucks, we're both in the dogs. Let's start a business. That might as well be a baby as well. It's like, so what about timing wise? Do you have any rules that you personally, have for yourself about, hey, I'm not going to get in business with this person unless these things?
Yeah, so with both marriage and a business partnership, same rule applies. I want to know them intimately for at least 12 months, but without being committed, right? So if I can know them intimately, meaning see them through all 4 seasons of life, throughout those 4 seasons of life, I can see how they react and how they respond to stresses, issues, things, etc. So we don't have to be in business. If you and I decide that we eventually want to be in business, we can do what's done in marriages. We can date first and then get engaged and then ultimately get married, right? And in business, the dating aspect is, all right, man, I'm going to help you support your business. You help me by supporting my business. That's the dating part for a year. And then if we're going to get engaged, I might say, hey, let's do a joint venture together. So let's create this one course, or let's create this one, like just recently, Fuel Hunt and Jocko's company and Pete's company, Origin, right? We did a collab. Fuel Hunt and Origin did a collab on rash guards, gis, and hoodies. We're just dating and being engaged. They want to see is Fuel Hunt getting the logos, designs, and badges to us on time. We want to see, are they promoting things on, because we're selling it on their platform, the Origin platform, not on the Fuel Hunt, but we're co-branding, right? We want to see, how's the working relationship? Is there going to be arguments about delivery dates and revenue share and all these things? So we could do a joint venture. But if this collab didn't work out, Origin and Fuel Hunt could be like, all right, peace, see you, all good. Have a good life. When I see you around the industry, I'll say hello. But let's say everything does work out. Who knows? Who knows what happens down the line? Maybe there's a bigger relationship with Fuel Hunt and Origin.
Right.
Maybe there's something beyond the collaboration that could happen, right? And maybe one company or the other is dating and courting and engaging and testing the other company. And by doing that, we get to see, how are they to work with? They get to see, how are we to work with? And then we decide, is this work we want to do in the future together on a more committed level? So if you can know someone for 12 months, and that's exactly how this relationship has been with Fuel Hunt and Origin, by the way. I met Pete. I've known Jocko because he's spoke at a few of our events. I've known Jocko for probably about 3 years, and I've known Pete from Origin. He's the co-founder of Origin for just over a year. Drew and Joey from Fuel Hunt have known him even longer. And we've always kind of kept an eye on each other and really supported each other's business. And then here we just did a collab with these gis and hoodies and rash guards. The collab went well. Everyone did everything as promised. No one missed deadlines and delays, and things didn't turn out shitty, and commitments were honored. And so now we can have a conversation in the next couple of weeks to see, like, hey, is there potential in doing something bigger and better together? That is a good business partnership. And in that partnership agreement, by the way, let's say that we want to buy equity in Origin, Few Hunt wants to buy equity in Origin, or Origin wants to buy equity in Few Hunt, right? Let's say that's going to happen. In that operating agreement, in that partnership agreement, there'll be a ripcord. In other words, something that says, if things don't work out well, here's how we will part ways. In a marriage, that's called a prenup.
I was going to say, okay.
Right? So it's identical.
Right.
People don't do any of these things, and they go, oh my God, I'm married to a psycho. Oh my God, I'm in business with a crazy man.
Right.
Well, guess what? You didn't date, you didn't get engaged, and then you just got married with no prenup, and now you're fucked.